C Model Geeks, and here we are in the shed yet again. Today's video slightly different. A few people have messaged me and asked about this laser cutting machine. So we're doing a laser cutting machine video. I'm not going to show it cutting, but I'm just going to go over what it is and any pitfalls that you might have in buying one of these little babies. Okay, let's cut to the chase. How much did it cost? This one was £2,200 and I bought it from eBay. Bought it last year, and it was a seller in Germany, and it was shipped from Germany to the UK by DHL. And this thing weighs 185 kilos. It's heavy. And when they delivered it, it came on a truck, on a pallet, but the truck they came with didn't have any way of getting it off the truck. So we had great fun moving that. I might have some pictures. If I have, I'll put them up now of how we got it off the truck. If there are no pictures, it means I haven't got them. So this is 80 watt laser, CO2 laser cutting machine. The tube is rated for 85 watts on this, and if you bust your tube, you're in for at least 400 quid outlay. So you've got to look after your laser tube. The laser tube is water cooled. Now when you buy one of these, they give you a really billy basic water cooler, which is no good. It's basically a pond pump, and you have to make up your own water box, and it's rubbish. So I bought this with the proper cooler, which is sitting down there. I think it's a CW 3000, something like that. But it's the basic water cooler. Yeah, and it works fine. So it basically pumps water round the tube all the time and keeps it cool when it's running. But like I said, that is an option, and it's worthwhile getting. You have to fill that water cooler with deionized or distilled water as well, so you've got to go and buy some of that. It does come with this massive blower here, this thing, and that is for drawing the smoke out of the cabinet. It comes with that blue pipe as well, and you basically put it through a wall, out the door or whatever, but you don't want to breathe the fumes of this laser cutter. It also comes with this air pump here. Now this air pump basically blows a jet of air out of the nozzle where the laser beam comes out when you're cutting, and it stops smoke, A, blocking the laser, and B, stopping smoke getting on your lenses and stuff like that. And that one works fine. It came with it, no problem at all. This is a 500 by 700mm cutting area. Okay, and it's got a bed on it here that is height adjustable. Now, one of the catches, or gotchas even, of these machines is some don't come with a motorised bed, which means you have to adjust the thing by hand. Pain in the arse. This has got a motorised bed. It's got two buttons on the side, here and here, and you can raise the bed up and down. This one has got a power meter on it, or it's a milliamp meter, for the current draw of the laser tube. I've actually added that. There's no way of seeing what the physical draw of the laser is without it, and it's good to have it so you can see what is going on. Now, the thing with laser tubes, now this laser tube is massive. I can't really get to it, unfortunately, because it means pulling the machine out and there's not enough room. But the laser goes from right at this end pretty much all the way the full length of the machine, and it is massive. If I've got a picture of that as well, I'll put that up. But it is humongous. So you can just about see, if I get in here, the end of the laser tube. It's that sort of brassy coloured bit, and then to the left of that is a mirror. So the laser beam gets bounced all around the machine to get to the cutting head, and it bounces off that mirror there. You can see it on the left of that gold bit. It gets bounced off this mirror here, and then it runs down the full length, hits this mirror here, and there is your cutting nozzle. Here is the feed for the jet of air that comes out the cutting nozzle right there. Now this has also got a little alignment laser here, which is like a red dot laser, which shines down supposedly to the same point of where your main cutting laser is going to be cutting. It's crap. It's nowhere near focused. It doesn't really help at all. I just eyeball over the top of it and look down to where the nozzle is rather than using that little red pointer. Probably with some modifications you could get it to work better. I just don't use it. What else we got? We've got some stepper motors in there. There's one there. There's another one over the back in there. Now this one has got what they call a pass-through, so you can actually put bigger material than 700 by 500 millimeters, and this is the pass-through here. So basically you can undo this. Very difficult to do with one hand, mind you. Let me try. Can I do it? Can I do it? It's coming. There we go. So you can put as long a material as you want, as long as it's not wider than 700mm, but lengthwise you can feed it in. And there is some features in the software that allows you to cut something that's wider, and it puts some alignment marks on there, and you can line them up and carry on cutting. What else have we got? Loads of access on this thing. Here's another door here, and that up, and that gives you access to the underneath. Now this is where all your little bits fall out to. You can see there's a few bits in there. Yeah, and this is the place where the fire's going to burn if your son catches fire. So it's probably good if you've got a laser cutter like this to have a fire extinguisher nearby, just in case. You never know what can happen. Let's have a look at some of the controls here, shall we? So we've got an emergency stop. So if the shit hits the fan, hit that, kills the power to everything. Red light switch, that's just for that little alignment laser. Open cover protection. There's a micro switch on here. So the machine only works when the lid is down. Flip that, it disables it. Quality. And the standby switch, oh fuck knows, never used it. Yeah. Controllers. Now one of the other gotchas is the type of controller it comes with. If you ain't got this one, start to panic. This is one of the good ones. This is a Ruida controller, which gives you loads of good features. And if I come down here, you will see we've got network interface and a couple of USB inputs. Down here, got a main switch, a laser power switch, a light switch. It's got an internal light in there so you can see what you're doing, and obviously a mains input. Loads of access, as I keep saying. There's another access panel here. And you can just get into the side of the machine for maintenance. And you know, I don't know if you can see it there. There's the laser tube, or part of it. Yeah. And then the brains of the whole thing is here. That's your laser power supply. It gives you the high voltage for the laser. Stepper motor controllers. Got a power supply, and then you've got the controller for the Ruida, which basically sends all the signals to the stepper drivers and to the laser power supply. And that's a horse. Right, at the back of the machine, I can't really pull it out. There's 3 sort of Euro style sockets for all your accessories. So I've got the blower motor plugged into it, and I've got the air pump plugged into it, and I've got the water cooler plugged into it. So basically when I turn the machine on, everything powers up, which is quite handy. And I've not had any problems with it. Some people have said they've had problems with those sockets. It's been fine for me. I'm not saying they are any good, but I haven't had a problem. I mean, obviously it is noisy. If we fire it up, so you've got the noise of that thing running, you've got the noise of that thing sucking, and you've got the noise of that water cooler. Now there are some mods you can do to this to have things certain things only turn on when the beam is on. And I've got the gear for that, I just haven't modified it yet, but I probably will be at some point. Now here's the controller powered up. So like I said, you can connect this over Ethernet, which is quite handy. I'll show you the red dot. I just grabbed something to shine it on, put that in there, turn on the red dot. As you can see, it's not a very focused dot at all. There it is. And it's not even lined up at the moment. But yeah, it's not very good for alignment. It's just easier to use your eye. And I'm going to turn that off, because otherwise you won't hear me. Now, there are certain things that could possibly need aligning, like the beam, the laser beam on this machine. I've not done it since I got it. I haven't touched any of the laser alignment or anything since I've got it. It's worked fine. So that is a positive. But each of those mirrors that's in there and on here are all adjustable if needed be. Like I said, I've not done it. It worked. I'm not gonna touch it unless something doesn't work. The hatch is on these pistons. Brilliant. And yeah, I mean, what more can I say really? You know, people go, "Oh, what is it? What model is it? Who makes it?" I don't know. It's that simple. I don't know. You know, it's a Chinese clone of a clone of a clone. You just got to do your research, make sure that it's got the certain features that you want, and push the button. You know, I had to take a risk. It could have been anything, this thing, but it's actually turned out all right. Comes with some manuals. Let's open them up. Right, you get this one. User manual, laser engraving, cutting software, RD Works. Yeah, RD Works is an okay bit of software. I changed it for Lightburn, which is a sort of a more modern version, shall we say, of RD Works. And I think this is a bit of a key copy of RD Works they supply anyway. Comes with an installation manual, giving you some details of how it's all plumbed together and the coolers and different things like that. I don't know if it's got a wiring diagram in it. Don't think it has, but it tells you, like, you know, about adjusting the beams and everything. So anything basic to get you by if you need it, but it doesn't look like there's a circuit diagram in there. It also comes with a German version of the manual as well. There you go. Probably because I've got it from Germany. And it also comes with some software for your PC, but I haven't got that here. And like I said, it comes with RD Works, and I just went and bought Lightburn instead because it's always been updated with new features and stuff like that. And with software like Lightburn, what you can do is you can install a webcam onto your machine, and that allows you to actually place the thing what you're cutting onto the piece of wood or whatever, so you can actually position it using the webcam and the software, which is brilliant. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, the base comes off. Where is it? Let's see if we can get down here. From here downwards is separate from this top part. It comes screwed together, but you can take it apart if you want. It's a right pain in the arse. We had to take it apart to actually get it in the door because it wouldn't fit through the door. So yeah, we had to strip it down and then reassemble it in here. And like I said, it's, you know, 185 kilos of solid metal. It's got wheels on it. Yeah, it's not a lot more to say really. It is what it is. It ain't cheap, but it does work. It does the job. What can you cut with it? Wood, plastic, paper, basically anything that's not metal. That's pretty much the bottom line. You cannot cut metal, no matter how thin it is or what type of metal it is. You can engrave with it. You can engrave slate. I've done quite a few slate engravings for people, you know, like, you know, house names on bits of slate and stuff. Yeah, you can do all that. You can sort of put pictures on slate as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, you just got to fiddle with things to get things right. You know, it's not like bung it in, push a button, and away it goes. There is some skill involved in getting the pictures to look right, and that transferring to actually, you know, laser engraving and stuff. But yeah, pretty versatile. Obviously, I got it mainly for cutting balsa, and you've seen that working in a previous video. So yeah, that's it really. There's no more today. I just didn't have enough time to do any plane building, so that's why you're seeing this video instead of me just waffling. Now, I'll put some links in the description of to eBay, to listings that I think, and here's a caution, I think are the same machine. Okay, but you know, it's buyer beware. But to the best of my ability, I will point you in the right direction if you need it. So, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be back to the Spitfire build. Bye.
Thank you for watching Captain Rob's RC Model Geeks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. If you want to see more of the same type of videos, don't forget you can subscribe. If you want to support us, you can use PayPal, paypal.me/RC Model Geeks. If you want to contact us, you can email us rcmodelgeeks@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.